If they showed you what they showed me.
See, we all have stories. Mine is horrific.
The day will come. We will name names other than Sean.
Recent revelations have cast a shadow over Sean Diddy Combs, one of the most influential figures in the entertainment industry. Allegations and lawsuits against the rapper and mogul have surfaced, painting a troubling picture of excess, manipulation, and misconduct that spans decades. These accusations are tied not just to Diddy's personal behavior, but also to his lifestyle, public image, and the darker corners of his world. Rob Shooter, a former publicist for Diddy during his career peak, has spoken out about the mogul's life behind the glitz and glamour. In an interview with BBC News, Shooter described Diddy as intensely self-absorbed, to the point where his focus never shifted from himself. Shooter noted that Diddy's primary hobby seemed to be Diddy himself, a man whose ego overshadowed everything around him. One particularly bizarre fascination Diddy reportedly harbored was with the British royal family. His New York apartment featured framed photographs of British princes, and Shooter recounted numerous instances when he was asked to invite Prince Harry and Prince William to Diddy's extravagant parties. The invitations included offers to cover all travel, accommodations, and security expenses, yet the royals never accepted. Shooter also shared unsettling accounts of Diddy's home environment. Guns were allegedly omnipresent in the rapper's residence, creating an intense and intimidating atmosphere. His apartment was equipped with metal detectors, and security guards with ankle-holstered firearms patrolled the private living quarters. This level of security extended to the demeanor of those in his inner circle, who were expected to maintain a professional and polished appearance at all times. Diddy's mansion in Los Angeles, located on one of Beverly Hills' most exclusive streets, is a testament to his lavish lifestyle. The estate, adorned with flaming torches at the gates, exuded grandeur. However, neighbors told a different story. Residents in the area frequently called the police to report Diddy's loud, disruptive parties. Over a span of 7 years, law enforcement was dispatched to his mansion 14 times. Despite the disturbances, authorities never imposed significant consequences. Neighbors described scenes of chaos, disoriented individuals wandering the streets late at night, often missing pieces of clothing or appearing confused. One neighbor, who spoke anonymously to the BBC, described this period as being dominated by just parties, parties, parties. The spectacle extended beyond mere noise. Some female guests were reportedly seen in distress, sitting alone on the streets in the early hours of the morning. The allegations against Diddy go far beyond noise complaints or lavish excesses. He has faced numerous accusations of assault and misconduct over the years, involving both men and women. These alleged incidents reportedly occurred in various settings, including his home, clubs, cars, offices, and recording studios. Disturbingly, some of these claims involve minors. The most recent lawsuit against Diddy was filed by a man identified as John Doe, now an adult residing in California, who alleges incidents that occurred a decade ago. This case adds to a growing list of accusations, highlighting a pattern of behavior that critics say points to abuse of power and privilege. For years, Diddy maintained an image of being a successful, charismatic mogul at the top of his game. Yet behind the scenes, accounts suggest a darker reality. Shooter's statements reflect a man obsessed with control, not just over his public image, but over those around him. From his meticulously managed inner circle to the way he allegedly manipulated narratives, Diddy's behavior raises questions about the culture of silence and complicity in the entertainment industry. The lawsuits and allegations suggest that Diddy's power and wealth enabled him to avoid accountability for years. The presence of firearms, the tightly controlled access to his world, and the reported intimidation of those who crossed him paint a picture of someone who operated with impunity. The recent wave of lawsuits against Diddy has brought renewed attention to his alleged misconduct. These cases span a wide range of accusations, from physical assaults to psychological abuse. Critics argue that these are not isolated incidents, but part of a broader pattern of behavior. Diddy's legal troubles have also prompted a deeper examination of the culture surrounding celebrity excess. The extravagant parties, the tales of unchecked behavior, and the power dynamics at play are not unique to Diddy. They reflect a systemic issue within the industry, where wealth and fame often shield individuals from accountability. As these allegations unfold, Diddy faces increasing scrutiny. The lawsuits and testimonies from those who were once close to him are chipping away at the carefully curated public persona he has cultivated over decades. While his supporters may argue that some accusations are exaggerated or opportunistic, the sheer volume and consistency of these claims are hard to ignore. For his critics, this moment represents a long overdue reckoning. The stories of excess, misconduct, and alleged abuse are not just about one man, but about the systems that enable such behavior to persist. The unfolding saga serves as a stark reminder of the importance of holding powerful figures accountable, regardless of their status or influence. In the end, whether Diddy's reputation survives these scandals will depend on the outcomes of the lawsuits and the willingness of those around him to speak out. For now, his legacy hangs in the balance, overshadowed by the disturbing allegations that continue to emerge. The entertainment world is no stranger to controversy, but the recent allegations against Sean Diddy Combs have sent shockwaves through the industry. Long celebrated as a music mogul and cultural icon, Diddy is now facing serious accusations that paint a deeply troubling picture of exploitation and abuse spanning decades. One of the most harrowing allegations involves a now 29-year-old man who claims that Diddy assaulted him when he was just 10 years old. At the time, the boy dreamed of becoming a rapper and actor. In an effort to support his ambitions, his parents hired a respected industry consultant to help him break into the competitive entertainment world. The consultant arranged a trip to New York for the family, promising introductions to influential figures in the music industry. The centerpiece of the trip was a meeting with Diddy, presented as an opportunity for the young boy to showcase his talent and potentially gain a foothold in the industry. According to the lawsuit, the consultant informed the boy's parents that Diddy wanted to meet with him alone as part of the audition process. Though unusual, it was framed as a routine step. Trusting the process, the parents agreed, and the boy was taken to Diddy's hotel room. During the meeting, the boy performed a few rap songs, hoping to impress the mogul. Diddy reportedly praised his potential, asking how badly he wanted to succeed in the industry. The boy, eager to achieve his dreams, innocently replied that he would do anything to become a star. At this point, the complaint alleges, the situation took a dark turn. Another individual in the room handed the boy a soda, which he drank. Shortly after, he began to feel disoriented and unwell. The lawsuit claims that the soda was laced with drugs, including substances like GHB or ecstasy, which impaired his judgment and left him vulnerable. The complaint further alleges that Diddy then coerced the boy into an act of abuse, leaving him traumatized. When the consultant returned to the hotel room, she noticed the boy was visibly distressed and quickly took him back to his parents. His parents immediately observed that he seemed lethargic and uncharacteristically subdued. In the days, weeks, and months following the incident, the boy's behavior changed dramatically. Once energetic and hopeful, he became withdrawn and anxious. Over the years, the man has struggled with severe depression and anxiety, which he attributes to the trauma he endured. This lawsuit is not an isolated case. Another recent claim, filed by a woman identified as Jane Doe, alleges that Diddy drugged and assaulted her when she was just 13 years old. The incident reportedly occurred in the presence of two unnamed high-profile celebrities. These allegations are strikingly similar. Both involve young victims, the alleged use of drugs, and Diddy's abuse of his position of power. The allegations against Diddy highlight a broader issue within the entertainment industry, the culture of silence and complicity. For years, powerful figures like Diddy have operated with little accountability, shielded by their wealth and influence. Critics argue that the entertainment world often prioritizes profit and reputation over the well-being of individuals, creating an environment where abuse can thrive. Adding fuel to the fire, podcast host Joe Rogan has drawn attention to the scandal, suggesting that other celebrities may have been complicit. Rogan has hinted at connections between Diddy and other high-profile figures, such as Russell Brand, further deepening public interest in the case. A resurfaced interview from 2010 reveals Brand describing a peculiar experience with Diddy, during which the mogul allegedly took him on an enforced holiday to Las Vegas. While the account may have seemed lighthearted at the time, it now raises questions about what Brand may have witnessed. For decades, Diddy has carefully curated an image of success and influence. However, stories from those who know him paint a different picture. Associates describe him as controlling and self-centered, obsessed with maintaining his power and public image. Neighbors in Beverly Hills have long complained about his extravagant lifestyle, citing loud parties and chaotic scenes involving disoriented guests. Some have even reported seeing women wandering the streets in distress after his events. The lawsuits against Diddy represent a critical moment for his accusers, who are seeking justice and accountability. For Diddy, they pose a significant threat to his legacy. While he has denied all allegations and vowed to fight them in court, the growing number of claims makes it increasingly difficult to dismiss them as isolated incidents. As the legal proceedings unfold, these cases serve as a reminder of the importance of holding powerful individuals accountable, regardless of their status. The allegations against Diddy have sparked a larger conversation about power, abuse, and accountability in the entertainment industry. While his defenders argue that he is being unfairly targeted, the consistency and gravity of the accusations cannot be ignored. Ultimately, the outcome of these cases will determine whether Diddy's legacy will be remembered for his contributions to music and business, or for the dark allegations that now overshadow his career. For the accusers, the fight is about more than seeking justice. It is about ensuring that their voices are heard in an industry that has often silenced them. This saga, while deeply troubling, underscores the urgent need for systemic change in the entertainment world, a change that prioritizes the safety and dignity of all individuals over the unchecked power of a few. The entertainment industry often walks a fine line between glamour and controversy, with some stories revealing darker undercurrents. Sean Diddy Combs and Russell Brand are two prominent figures whose recent allegations have captured public attention. Their tales, though seemingly unconnected, share common themes of power, influence, and misconduct, creating a disturbing narrative that has left many questioning the truth behind the headlines. Russell Brand recently recounted an unusual story about Diddy during the production of the 2010 film Get Him to the Greek. In an interview, Brand shared that Diddy once took him on what he described as a forced holiday to Las Vegas, a trip he neither planned nor anticipated. At the time, Brand and Diddy barely knew each other, making the sudden invitation all the more surprising. Diddy's insistence on the trip and his commanding demeanor left Brand little choice but to comply. Say that you don't want to do something, and if Diddy does want you to do it, it's really hard to not do that thing, Brand explained, highlighting Diddy's intimidating presence and persuasive ability. Once in Vegas, the pair spent time together, including attending the high-profile Manny Pacquiao vs. Floyd Mayweather boxing match. Fans couldn't help but notice Diddy's body language during the event, sparking further speculation about the nature of their relationship. Diddy referred to their outing as a straight guy date, a phrase that raised eyebrows and fueled rumors. The movie Get Him to the Greek offers an intriguing lens through which to view Diddy's public persona. In the film, Diddy plays Sergio Roma, a chaotic and erratic record label executive with a penchant for wild behavior. His character's actions often veer into the inappropriate, such as instructing an intoxicated groupie to seduce another character and pressuring employees into dangerous antics. One memorable scene features Sergio encouraging drug use, saying, "It's only a little bit of heroin. You know what you signed up for?" Fans have since noted unsettling parallels between Sergio's behavior in the film and allegations of Diddy's real-life conduct. For example, Diddy's former employee, Brendan Pohl, was arrested earlier this year for drug possession while allegedly acting as Diddy's courier. While Pohl avoided jail through a plea deal, the incident added to the mounting accusations against Diddy, including claims of coercion and drug use. Russell Brand, a co-star in Get Him to the Greek, is no stranger to controversy. His reputation as a comedian and actor has been overshadowed by a series of serious allegations spanning years. In 2006, singer Dannii Minogue accused Brand of sexual harassment after appearing on his TV show. She described him as a vile predator who wouldn't take no for an answer, claiming that his inappropriate comments left her deeply uncomfortable. Further allegations emerged between 2006 and 2008 during Brand's tenure as a BBC radio host. He reportedly received 5 complaints about misconduct and unprofessional behavior, raising concerns among colleagues and listeners alike. In 2014, Jordan Martin, Brand's ex-girlfriend, accused him of physical and emotional abuse during their relationship. She detailed an incident in which Brand allegedly assaulted her at a hotel after she spoke to an ex-boyfriend. In 2018, comedian Katherine Ryan made pointed remarks about Brand during a TV program, implying that he had a history of predatory behavior. While her comments were ultimately edited out of the broadcast, they resurfaced in light of other allegations. Women have since come forward with claims of sexual assault against Brand, though they have chosen to remain anonymous. Brand has denied all allegations, stating that his relationships were consensual. The allegations against Diddy and Brand underscore a broader issue within the entertainment industry, the culture of silence and unchecked power. Both men have wielded significant influence in their respective fields, creating environments where boundaries are blurred and accountability is scarce. Diddy's commanding presence, as described by Brand, and his ability to make others comply with his wishes reflect a dynamic where power can be used to exploit. Similarly, Brand's alleged misconduct highlights the dangers of celebrity culture, where charm and status often shield individuals from scrutiny. Media plays a critical role in shaping public perception of these allegations. While Diddy and Brand have their defenders, the sheer volume of claims against them raises questions about the extent of their behavior. Critics argue that the entertainment industry often prioritizes profit over ethics, allowing influential figures to operate with impunity. The resurfacing of past interviews and re-examination of roles, such as Diddy's portrayal of Sergio in Get Him to the Greek, suggests that the signs may have been present all along, but were overlooked in favor of maintaining their celebrity status. As the allegations against Diddy and Brand continue to unfold, they serve as a reminder of the urgent need for systemic change in the entertainment world. For too long, power dynamics have enabled a culture of silence, where victims are afraid to come forward and perpetrators face little consequence. Both men have denied the allegations against them and are likely to fight these claims in court. However, the impact on their careers and legacies remains uncertain. For the victims, the pursuit of justice is about more than accountability. It's about creating a safer, more equitable industry where abuse of power is no longer tolerated. This saga highlights the need for vigilance and transparency in addressing misconduct, regardless of an individual's status. While the truth may take time to emerge, the courage of those speaking out marks a significant step toward dismantling the systems that have allowed such behavior to persist. As the spotlight remains on Diddy and Brand, the entertainment industry faces a pivotal moment. Will it continue to protect its most powerful figures, or will it embrace the necessary reforms to ensure a culture of respect and safety for all? Only time will tell, but the conversations sparked by these allegations are a critical starting point for change.